Ever had one of those nights where you tell yourself just one episode and suddenly the sun is coming up? Yeah, we've all been there. If you're looking for an anime that won't keep you trapped in a never-ending spiral of just one more season, you're in the right place. We've rounded up the best shows that you can binge in a single night. Short, addictive, and perfect for that one more episode mentality. Whether you're into action, mystery, or emotional gut punches, these anime will have you hooked until the credits roll. So, in no particular order, we are going to take a look at the top anime that you can binge in one night. Got your popcorn ready? Let's begin. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. Ever wonder what happens after the heroes defeat the Demon King? Let's start this list with Frieren Beyond Journey's End, which answers that question in the most beautiful, bittersweet way possible. It's an anime that hits you with nostalgia for a journey that you never even went on. And yes, it's absolutely binge-worthy. The story follows Frieren, an elven mage who fought alongside a legendary party to save the world. But for an elf with a lifespan stretching over 1,000 years, human lives pass in the blink of an eye. Decades after their victory, she returns to reunite with her old comrades, only to realize that time has taken its toll on them, while she remains unchanged. This realization sets her on a new journey, not of grand battles, but of understanding humanity, emotions, and the fleeting nature of time itself. With breathtaking animation, quiet yet powerful storytelling, and moments that hit right in the feels, Frieren is a must-watch for anyone who loves emotional depth mixed with fantasy adventure. It's the kind of anime that makes you appreciate life's little moments. So grab a cozy blanket or maybe a warm drink and prepare for a night of beauty, reflection, and just a little bit of heartbreak.
今の魔族はダメだね。実践経験が少なすぎる。
この草！ My dress-up darling.
やっば、どうすんのこれ。全部大初期すぎる。
Next is an anime that made us simp for both the male and female lead. Wakana Gojo is passionate about sewing, a hobby that sets him apart and leads to him being perceived as a bit of a loner. But things change for our MC as he comes across a full-of-life girl named Marin Kitagawa, who is head over heels for cosplaying. And now our awkward protagonist finds an unexpected connection with Marin as they spend some time together. As some time passes, their bond thickens as they start a journey of crafting cosplays together, with Marin being the cosplayer and Gojo the mastermind behind sewing the outfits. Some people have a keen appetite for slice-of-life anime and can binge-watch it overnight. This anime is perfect for those of you who love this genre and can easily watch 12 episodes overnight. I mean, come on, there have been those legends who have binge-watched One Piece in the good old days. With its real concept of life as to how you should be sincere with others, but not at the expense of your own self, it just wins your heart, and the sweet romance keeps you wanting to watch the anime more and more. Devilman Crybaby. Up next, let's welcome a brutal power fantasy anime that not only explores the complicated challenges between Akira and his friend Ryo, but also intense action filled with demonic powers. With demons and humans trapped in a war, our innocent protagonist fuses with a demon to become a Devilman and plunges into the war alongside his bestie Ryo. The reason why this anime is so popular is because it slaps you with the truth and depicts how cruel and dangerous humans can be just like demons. That's what happens when you unite two crazy best friends who thought about insane ideas like merging with demons to defeat one of their own kind. Devilman Crybaby is definitely one of the best anime you can binge watch in a single night. With just 10 episodes, you'll be in for a roller coaster of emotions. The stakes of testing one's humanity are high as the line between good and evil starts to blur. This anime will definitely blow your mind from its flowy action style to the dark and mature tone of the story. It's the perfect reminder of how far human imagination can go, and how our true nature might be more disturbing than most horror films. FLCL. Moving on to FLCL, which is also known as Fooly Cooly. It's a coming-of-age story of Naota Nandaba, an average 12-year-old student living in Mabase, Japan, where nothing exciting ever happens. Spending more than half of his life living in the shadows of his older brother, Naota has a pretty depressing life, especially when it comes to living with his crazy father. But what gets even crazier is his encounter with a Vespa-riding maniac, Haruko Haruhara, who turns his boring and mundane life into something you all can't even imagine. Now, this anime is known to satisfy your ADHD with its impulsive appearances of the characters and accidents accompanied by intense sound effects. It's a fast-paced series that'll accompany you with Naota Nandaba's journey of growing up and fighting obstacles in comedic ways. Overall, it has the elements of a slapstick comedy, science fiction, and slice of life, which might also remind you of the disastrous life of Psyche K, except for the fact that our protagonist in FLCL is far less mature than Psyche. However, the fact that both of our protagonists live in a disastrous life makes Naoto and Psyche quite similar. Undead Unluck. If you're in the mood for an anime that is wild, unpredictable, and just straight up insane, Undead Unluck is the perfect bridge. It's got action, comedy, and a duel so chaotic that you won't be able to look away. Meet Fuko Izumo, a girl cursed with unluck. Anyone who touches her suffers a ridiculously bad fortune, usually ending in their gruesome demise. Just when she's about to give up on life, she meets Andy, an undead guy who wants to die, but just can't seem to stay dead. The result? A partnership as destructive as it is hilarious, as Andy literally throws himself at Fuko, hoping her unluck will finally finish him off. Instead, they get roped into a secret organization dealing with these supernatural rules that bend reality itself. With over-the-top fights, insane powers, and a story that keeps you guessing, Undead Unluck is pure entertainment from start to finish. It's fast-paced, full of ridiculous moments, and surprisingly heartfelt when you least expect it. So if you're ready for an adrenaline-fueled binge that's equal parts absurd and emotional, this one's a must-watch. Just be careful, watching it might make your night a little too unlucky to stop.
それだけだよね。
いやしたぞ人工呼吸
The God of High School. Kicking their way into the list, we've got The God of High School, a manhwa-based anime filled with intense action, a story of friendship versus competition, and unexpected quirks of characters in the midst of intense battles. The story of The God of High School follows the action-packed journey of Jin Mori, an ambitious high schooler who participates in a martial arts tournament and comes across a mysterious conspiracy involving powerful forces that manipulate the competition. Amidst the chaos of battles, Jin Mori has to deal with strong fighters and maybe even monsters. From its sick animation to heart-pounding OSTs, The God of High School is worth a binge. Its opening soundtrack, Contradiction, is the type of OST that you would never skip and listen to every time you start watching the episode. In short, the series is a one-night roller coaster of martial arts sequences with a compelling plot that revolves around friendship, competition, and cosmic mysteries, all packed into a binge-worthy anime that will leave you on the edge of your seat and craving more. It's a thrilling anime that captures your attention from the start until it's finished.
Jin Mori Original
Paranoia Agent. Buckle up because you won't be able to walk on the streets all alone after coming across this anime, Paranoia Agent. This anime will tell you the story of a mysterious character named Lil Slugger, who attacks people using his baseball bat. This anime, being one of Satoshi Kon's works, explains why it is the way it is. Satoshi Kon is known for his awesome works in various psychological anime, including Perfect Blue, Paprika, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If you've watched any of these anime, you're definitely not normal, as these include serious psychological and explicit themes. As for Paranoia Agent, only people with hearts of stone can watch it because it has themes like societal pressure, psychological trauma, and the blurred lines between illusion and reality. Sounds like your piece of cake? Well, there's good news for you weebs out there because this series only has 13 episodes, and you can easily binge watch it all in one night. That is, if you can actually watch it at night and not be creeped out by how disturbing it can be.
俺のことはお父さんと呼び
91 days. Coming right up, we've got 91 days. Nope, it does not take you 91 days to finish it. This is an intense revenge anime that can get your blood pumping all the time. This is the story of a young man, Angelo Lagosa, who plans a vicious revenge as his family gets brutally murdered by the mafia. By changing his personality and his whole identity, Angelo lives as Avilio Bruno and evades the Venetti mafia family to learn more about their dark past. Revenge is a dish best served cold, which is the perfect cornerstone expression to explain the story of 91 Days. From its good-looking characters to its gripping storytelling, 91 Days is worth adding to your list of anime to binge watch in one night. The series has a lot of betrayals, and you might find yourself asking if you think what the characters did was good or bad. The character development is really strong, and the atmosphere of the badass mafias keeps you on your toes. So if you enjoy crime dramas with a touch of suspense and moral complexity, 91 Days is your pick. Terror in Resonance. Terror in Resonance is next on the list. As the title suggests, this anime has plenty of terror in it, and it's not like your ordinary wild terrorists. It tells the story of two teenage terrorists who like to mess around using their tricky little puzzles, which make you wonder if crosswords are just a safer hobby. However, the story's take on terrorism is a rather unique one, and people were excited because Shinichiro Watanabe, a big name among directors, was in charge of directing this series. Even if you're not into deep anime, you'll still find Terror in Resonance interesting to watch. With a must-watch 11 episodes, it's full of suspense, plot, and mind-bending twists that will keep you hooked, making it impossible to hit pause and go to bed without knowing what happens in the next episode. Just be prepared for some extremely intense moments that might make sleep a distant thought. Oh, and prepare for some nightmares too. Violet Evergarden.
バイオレット、いつか君にもライデンから見えるあの美しい景色を見てほしい。
Moving on to the anime that will make everyone cry. Let's welcome Violet Evergarden, an anime that is so much more than just a pretty female protagonist with ocean blue eyes. Well, the journey follows Violet Evergarden stepping back into society after the war is over and she no longer serves as a soldier. Violet spends the rest of her life understanding the last words of her mentor, Major Gilbert, who said, "I love you," while he was on the verge of death. So grab your tissues when you start watching Violet Evergarden. It has only 11 episodes, and its heart-touching story with breathtaking animation will make you feel so many emotions all at once. Violet's journey of self-discovery will tug at your heartstrings and make it feel nearly impossible for you to look at life the same way as before. It teaches us the power of empathy and understanding and connecting with others. Again, it will make you, your brother, your grandma, and even your dog cry. That's just how powerful it is.
君は生きて自由になりなさい。心から愛してる。
Death Parade.
あなた、これ。
Coming up next is a mysterious anime filled with spooky vibes. Imagine a mysterious bar where souls go after death to play games that expose their true nature. It's a game show, but in the afterlife, and it's surely not your ordinary survival game because, well, everyone's already dead. It's more about the character's self-discovery and a unique game that is more than just winning or losing. This anime stands out because it doesn't just focus on the afterlife, but on judging people who enter it. While many shows touch on death, Death Parade is unique in making the judgment process the main deal. So, if you did some shady things, it's best to just start admitting it while you can. With a total of 12 episodes, Death Parade is worth watching in one night, because each episode is like a puzzle piece that reveals the complexity of human nature and the consequences of life's choices. It may also force you to rethink your life decisions to stop buying those body pillows. The suspenseful and thought-provoking storytelling keeps you hooked on the series, and also makes it hard to resist the urge to uncover and wait for the next episode. So if you've got nothing to watch at all, you should try binge-watching Death Parade. No gain, no life.
でしょなら勝負を降り
だが断る。この空白が最も好きなことの一つは自分が絶対的優位にあると思っている奴にノーと断ってやることだ。
You know it's over when the two genius siblings team up to defeat other opponents, and that's exactly what happens in No Game, No Life. Let's welcome Sora and Shiro, the two gaming prodigies who get transported to a world where everything is decided by games. These siblings, using their gaming intellect, outsmart the fantastical creatures and try to rule the new world. It's like playing chess to rule over a kingdom, but with a touch of sibling banter, which makes it all the more fun. This anime takes gaming to a whole new level and turns it into a way of life. The protagonist's wit and strategy makes you wish your siblings were smart, but sadly, you aren't. The vibrant colors along with its animation and the duo's hilarious encounters make the anime worth watching. It's a roller coaster of strategic brilliance, humor, and the most unexpected twists and fast-paced nature of this anime will make you finish it in a single night. Sadly though, despite the voices of all the weebs around the world coming together into a single unit, it looks like we won't be getting a season 2 anytime soon. Afro Samurai. Moving on, we welcome a tale of revenge set in a futuristically feudal Japan. Honestly, what more could you want than when the story is about a samurai who seeks revenge and the animation is sick? Our protagonist, Afro, has his father murdered, which makes him seek revenge, along with getting the #1 headband, a symbol of the ultimate warrior. The story is a bloody journey filled with samurai showdowns, cybernetic foes, and Afro's desperation for vengeance. Afro's journey is a mix of traditional samurai values and modern hip-hop style. With a talking sword, Afro Samurai slashes his way through a visually stunning and action-packed anime. If you want to know how things work around in the samurai world, well then Afro Samurai is the perfect pick for you. With only a few episodes and 2 seasons, this anime is set to bring out the little samurai in you. Its modern hip-hop background music will surely make you dance and enjoy the action of the coolest, baddest, and maybe the saddest samurai. And plus, Samuel L. Jackson voiced the dub, and if that won't convince you, then I don't know what will. Even if it's just for him, try watching Afro Samurai and you won't regret it. Vivy Fluorite Eyes Song. Next off, we've got Vivy Fluorite Eyes Song on the list. How would you feel to see a futuristic story revolving around an android named Vivy, who's on a mission to prevent a future war between humans and artificial intelligence? From traveling through time to singing songs and facing challenges to changing the course of history, this anime has to be one of the most interesting ones on the list. With its science fiction, artificial intelligence, and interesting storyline, it's worth watching in a single night. The series consists of just 13 episodes that you can quickly manage to binge. Each episode is known to be filled with emotional depth, along with futuristic themes and vibrant colors. I mean, the animation is also one of the best in this list, because that one fight scene alone might have cost the anime studio more than 7 Deadly Sins Season 3. Takt Op Destiny.
奏でろ
Want to dive into a world of music with beautiful characters? Well then, we welcome you to Takt Op Destiny, a world where aliens invade Earth and attack everything related to music. The normal human world gets invaded by creepy monsters called D2. However, that's not the end of these monsters. With things going bad, a black meteorite drops on Earth, which summons even weirder monsters. These guys hate music, but hold up, some rebellious musicians fight back against the monsters using their magical tunes. There's even cool girls with superpowers called music art and magical scores that can whoop D2 butt. And guess what? They also have a maestro guiding them amidst the intense battles. Basically like an interstellar jam session with aliens, maestros, and musical heroines. And that's definitely not what you see in an anime at all times, which makes the show much more unique. Your Lion April.
Hmm?
盗撮だね許すまじこの変態
Ever wanted to watch an anime that ruins you emotionally, but in the best way possible? Meet Your Lion April, a series that'll make you laugh, fall in love, and then absolutely wreck your heart. And the best part? You can binge it all in one night, if you're ready for a tear-soaked journey. The story follows Kosei Arima, a piano prodigy who loses his ability to hear music after his mother's passing. His world fades into monotony, until the vibrant and unpredictable violinist Kaori Miyazono crashes into his life. She's the definition of chaos and color, dragging Kosei back into the world of music with her wild, free-spirited performances. But as their bond grows, so does the weight of a secret that will change everything. With breathtaking animation, a stunning classical soundtrack, and an emotional gut punch waiting at every turn, Your Lion April isn't just a romance, it's an experience. Fair warning though, by the end, you'll either be sobbing into your pillow or staring up at the ceiling contemplating life. So if you're up for a night of beautiful storytelling and emotional devastation, this one is a must-watch. Just don't forget the tissues.
子供に恥かかすなよ
Blue Lock.
俺もストライカーだ
Next up, we've got Blue Lock, an anime filled with characters that make the Hunger Games look like it's a picnic gathering. We've got some sick football players, including Bachira with his wild dribbles, and Isagi, the mastermind and the planner behind every single match. So, is it true what they say about Blue Lock being more than just a football game? Well, yeah, it's a survival game with Ego Jinpachi planning to lead Japan to stardom, a training regimen designed to create the world's greatest egoistic striker. Blue Lock flips the script on traditional sports anime and instead focuses on creating a single, unbeatable, selfish player rather than a team. Blue Lock was never about teamwork to begin with. It's about scoring your own goals and rising to the top even if it means you step on others. With its lovable and interesting characters, followed by the heart-pounding football matches, Blue Lock is set to become one of the rising stars in sports anime. This anime will win your heart, and if you're fond of football or soccer, it's made for you.
俺のゴールで勝ちたいダイレクトシュートだ
Oshi no Ko.
エリーさん、お花のカバン持って。ちょっと待ってね。お兄ちゃん。
分かってる、相手はガキだ。殺しはしない。
There's an anime that will make you question so many things, and it's none other than Oshi no Ko, also known as My Favorite Idol. So the story is a bit awkward at the start, with a doctor and his deceased patient getting a second shot in life as twins born to a famous J-pop idol named Ai Hoshino. They tackle the crazy world of showbiz as they grow up facing all the ups and downs that come with being the children of a mother who's always on the stage and right in the spotlight. Oshi no Ko is not your usual entertainment show. It's more like a reflection on society. Not only that, but there's a lot of mystery involved. And if the phrase "don't judge a book by its cover" is an anime, then it's this one. Even though the concept is a bit out there, it actually feels more realistic in some senses, especially when it reveals the dark truth about the entertainment industry. The plot is complex, and hey, who doesn't love a good murder mystery with some charming idols in the mix?
ごめんね。多分これ無理だ。
Zom 100.
よいしょどうしたケント、まさかゾンビに噛まれて。
We've got Zom 100. Now, this anime is for the apocalypse lovers and those that absolutely love when zombies take over the screens. Zom 100 is the type of anime that will make you completely relate with its main character, Akira, who is quite fed up with his boring life until a zombie apocalypse happens. This apocalypse changes Akira's life, and he makes a to-do list of 100 things he needs to do before he turns into a zombie. Zom 100 stands out in this list because instead of portraying the apocalypse as this sad and depressing event, it was the one thing that brought life into Akira's eyes. It injects humor and a fresh perspective despite the seriousness of the zombie virus spreading in Japan. Watching Akira do things from his crazy to-do list makes you want to live your life to the fullest. How Akira changed his life from being an overworked corporate slave to a hero was just fun, especially for those who could relate to the story. Maybe you're stuck in that 9-to-5 job with no vacation leave, so this might be your sign to start living life the way you want to. Just give it a watch so you'll know what I'm talking about, okay?
俺もいつか本当にゾンビになっちまったら、その時は一緒にプール行こうぜ。
Hell's Paradise. Up next, we've got Hell's Paradise, which is basically heaven for action enthusiasts out there. This anime is about a bunch of deadly criminals who get sent to a mysterious island in search of the elixir of immortality. They face crazy monsters, dangerous enemies, and betray each other in a fight for survival. The story has unexpected twists, intense battles, and characters with pasts darker than black. Gabimaru's growth is depicted through his evolving relationships and the development of his very own moral compass. So, from character development to personal struggles, Hell's Paradise has got us covered. This series is awesome because most of the characters are actually likable and they have solid backstories. Not only that, but the animation might be on par with shows like Chainsaw Man, especially if you look at the earlier parts of the series. What's not to like about ninjas and samurai fighting creepy demonic creatures on an island that's ruled by what seemingly looks like divine beings? I've personally read the manga, so I know it's worth it. Ergo Proxy. We've got another futuristic story about a girl named Riel Mayer, along with her robot companion, Vincent Law. In this series, the odd duo discovers mysterious beings known as proxies who can manipulate reality. The special thing about this anime is its unique character design when it comes to angels. Not only that, there are realistic scenes that create an immersive and artistic experience, making you feel like you're part of the story too. The stories are set in a post-apocalyptic future where humans and androids coexist peacefully until a virus gives androids the ability to do critical thinking, create self-awareness, and cause them to commit murders too. Ergo Proxy is the type of anime that's short and sweet. If you talk to anyone who's a veteran in the community, they'll say that this is a must-watch, and I completely agree. Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
頭にケツ穴増やしてやるよ
It just doesn't stop coming because now we've got another anime set in the future with Cyberpunk Edgerunners. This anime is about a street kid living in a futuristic city who becomes a mercenary. The special part about Cyberpunk Edgerunners is the sickness called cyberpsychosis, which happens when characters who've had too much cybernetic augmentations lose their sense of self. David, the MC, actually struggles, even if he's attained a good amount of success. I personally think that this series was one of the best I've ever watched so far because every episode was a banger. I cannot believe how much plot they jam into a 10-episode series, and how they make it so good. The ending will leave you in tears, and the soundtrack is godlike. Even if the game wasn't that good, at least the anime is 10 times better. Chainsaw Man. Last but not least, we've got Chainsaw Man, rumored to be one of the best new anime of all time. It follows the story of Denji, a guy who, from the very beginning of his life, must be one of the unluckiest characters of all time. One day, he fused with his devil pet named Pochita, and he became a hybrid known as Chainsaw Man. This anime is not just a full-on gore fest, but it has a plot as well, which is actually incredibly well written. The animation is just top-notch, and you'll actually like the characters, even if they do seem like they have a few screws loose, especially the MC. The action scenes are really intense and thrilling, and it seems like any character could be killed off at any moment. With just one season out now, you could definitely finish it all in one night, and I know for a fact that when you do, you'll start reading the manga. And that wraps up our list for the top anime to binge in one night. If your watch list wasn't already a beast, it sure is now. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found your next binge-worthy anime, and subscribe for more anime goodness. Also, make sure to ring that notification bell to never miss out on a new video. Until next time, happy binging and keep your snacks ready too.